Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us right here on Plush Work TV. It's your boy, Mike Lee, and today we have a special health and wellness edition, and we have the one and only RICA HAVANA here with us. Hello, RICA. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's so glad to have you with us, and so good to have you on our panel today to talk about health and wellness, especially right now during this this season when we've got COVID-19 going on. So I want to jump right in. First of all, it's you are a health and beauty specialist, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about you and your operation and what you do.
Okay, well, first, hello, everyone. I'm RICA HAVANA. Peace and blessings to all of you. I actually am a self-taught healer. I started by healing myself a couple years ago. Actually, I feel like God kind of prepared me for this whole COVID and this whole kind of situation. It's a little bit ironic of how things kind of took an event for me.
Wow.
I just started to feel, I was this previous smoker. I had a lot of bad habits, eating habits, especially passed down generational. And of course, being an American, I mean, everything is just fast food. Even if your parents cook home cooked food, you always want to eat out. And so doing this from the age, let's say 10, 15 as a hobby to 30, I mean, you start to feel the effects of it and you start to feel a little bit slowed down. So I was taking a lot of medication prescribed to me by these doctors. It was vitamin D, you're low on iron, you're low on this. And it was just like, and what I was taking wasn't helping either. So I decided to really, really just kind of center myself and do a lot of research on health and wellness. And of course, I came across the greatest of them all, the great Dr. Sebi, who I have to give all the glory and credit to because he definitely, his simplified teaching of health and wellness in our body and how it works just clicked for me. And I said, oh man, I have to make a change. This is me. So I started the fasting little by little, changing my eating habits. I would go and have coffee all day long at work. I was sitting having coffee all day long. So the first thing was the coffee. When the coffee went and I literally felt myself going through a physical withdrawal, I realized how much the things I put into my body affected me.
Wow.
And how much we masked with just being like, oh, I got a headache. Just the aches and pains, you kind of mask them and you kind of just brush them off. And it's your body's way of saying, listen, none of this stuff belongs in our temple. Mm-hmm. And the more I started to experiment on this lifestyle and find things that helped me come back, and I would wake up in the morning and see myself looking younger, feeling younger, with just more energy, even though my circumstance hadn't changed. Mm-hmm. I was still going through a lot of stress, but I could feel physically something was feeling better every day. Mm-hmm. And so I went with that. And I eventually tried CMOS. And let me tell you, I was just instantly like, why isn't this something that everybody has and everybody takes and everybody knows about? And I said, well, Lord, if it's something that I can bring, if something that I can help people with, then let's do it. I'll do it. I'll be the one to bring it to my people, our people, everyone who needs to know about health and wellness, because a lot of people are so quick to get angry at a doctor when he will tell you, oh, eat healthy. And they want the prescription. They want the easy way out. They think it's going to fix them, and they don't really understand how their body works and why they have a lot of the issues that they have. So it's really difficult. But I just figured if it clicked for me, maybe I could help simplify it and help click for a lot of other people. And that's basically how it started. And I started cleaning it. It was really dirty and really nasty. And I just figured out how much I loved it. And I just became like this little kitchen witch and made it every day yummier and yummier for myself, for my kids, so that I could show everybody, look, it might smell nasty. It comes from the ocean. Yes, you've never heard of it. It's something called sea moss. Trust me, it's a plant, and it looks weird. To try to convince them to make it look better, well, I'll give it a nice name, and I'll make it beautiful, and I'll let them know that this is good for them. And my mom was kind of the first person who felt the effects of it. She was going through a lot of menopause and a lot of depression, and she's a holy woman. I mean, here's a woman who was like, oh, I'm gonna die soon, guys. I don't know what you guys are gonna do when I'm not here.
Right.
You know how moms are, like,
yeah.
My life's over, everybody's gone. To having, because when you are it helps your reproductive, it cleanses the mucus from your body. So a lot of that mineral deficiency, a lot of that depression, a lot of that anxiety comes from a lot of our us being chemically and hormonally imbalanced, and having a lot of mucus, not doing that daily cleanse. So it's just a lot of wonderful effects that come with sea moss. And I just figured, you know what, whatever it takes, however I deliver it, I'm just going to try to do it with honesty and love and transparency about how much it helped me and how much I know it can help everybody else.
Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. I loved everything about what you just said from top to bottom. I can even tell the energy in your spirit. Just everything in you. When you started taking and cleansing your body, could you even tell, like, did your eyes get clearer? Could you tell your breathing got better? Could you tell your pronunciation in your throat and the way you talk, your breathing got better just from the mucus leaving your body?
Climbing stairs and not feeling that pressure on my chest.
Yeah.
You know, it was a lot of relief that I felt instantly, a lot of it.
Wow.
I would wake up in the morning and I would be, can you imagine a woman every morning? That
especially with if you've got a bad diet and you're smoking too and all of that stuff. Yeah.
And the air, you hear the air going non-stop, all of that, it causes inflammation. So your nose starts to run, you start to feel like you have something caught here and then you just can't get it out.
Yeah.
Like just one little trigger would trigger one inflammation and then it'll trigger another one. And before you know it, sinuses, mucus, breathing problems, bronchitis. I mean, and it goes on and on and on. So I instantly felt the difference and I knew I had to keep going. And I wasn't even taking it all the way at first. At first I was buying it a smoothie of sea moss. So that's how little I was getting in my body and how little I was and how much effect I was feeling. So now I'm to the point where this is my meal, like my daily meal. I'll replace all meals sometimes if I feel like I've kind of gone overboard or I've had a little bit of fun because I'm still learning how to control myself and, and behave, treat myself, not cheat myself.
Right.
It gets hard.
Well, let's first talk about, before we even get into more questions, let everyone know how they can buy product from you, where you're located.
So I have a website, paradisenaturals.com. And you can go there and purchase the sea moss. We have it in the raw form, so you can experiment and make it yourself. I always suggest people do that because I want them to see and know exactly what it is, smell it. And then I also want them to see how hard I work to turn it into something that smells and is just ready and easy to take every single day. Because it's a very thorough cleaning process, but I want everyone to just love it and be able to explain it to their friends and neighbors. So I encourage buying it raw and making it yourself. And it's abundant. You buy a little bit, you wash it, you clean it, and you give some to grandma, you give some to grandpa, you give some to your aunt, to everybody. And all of a sudden in the week, everybody's chipper and happy and a little lighter and feeling a little good. Everybody's skin's a little clearer, and it's my neighbor.
So let's ask this: what is that when the sea moss gets into your system? Outside of pulling out the mucus, what is it actually doing?
It has 92 of the 102 vitamins and minerals that your body naturally produces. So people make the mistake of thinking, I'm going to take pills or vitamin D pills or multivitamins, when they don't understand that your body actually produces these vitamins that they give you are imitation of what your body actually produces on its own. Everything actually, oxygen, we can go on and on. We are the prototype of it all. We are it. We are the life source of what they're trying to tell us that we need. So that's not true. So once you reverse the thinking and you realize that you can't take anything, your body has to produce it. The only thing you can do is give your body natural things like that will increase your body's ability to continue to produce calcium, potassium for your thyroids, and and vitamin B and D, like all of the things that we need in order to feel healthy. Your body has to continue to produce those minerals, iron, all of that. It's important for your body to work as a complete system. So when we're deficient in something, it means that our body's just working a little bit harder to produce that.
Gotcha.
So sea moss will naturally go. It has so many of the vitamins and minerals that sea moss, when you take it, it'll naturally just kind of pick up wherever you need. For you, it might be iron. For me, it was vitamin D. For the next person, it might be thyroid. Like a lot of people have the potassium, need the potassium that's in it. So it has so many of the vitamins and minerals that you get them all at once, and you get specifically the ones that your body needs in order to continue to produce and to make you kind of come back and start working like a well-oiled machine again.
Oh, that is amazing.
Producing it every day. Oh, it's wonderful. It gets you to work on it. So you're not depending on anything except for your own body to be at its best.
Awesome.
It's a natural plant every day.
Okay. So now you make the smoothies, but you say you can also buy it in bulk, like in a packet, right? But do you sell those packets?
Yes, I sell them in bulk and raw, and then I also sell them. I turn it into a gel for you. So, like I said, you can either learn how to wash it and clean it and see the process for yourself, or you can have it already made. Go to your refrigerator. You decide, I want to put it in my smoothie today. I want to take it by itself. I want to put it in my tea. I want to put it on my skin. Whatever you decide to want to do with it, it's already ready, fresh.
What you're holding right now, how much does that cost?
This is a $50 38-ounce jar of.
It lasts about how long, you think? Well, I'm sure.
I always recommend people buy on how much they consume. So if you're one person and you're just going to take one a day, you have to finish it within 4 weeks of buying it, because it's no preservatives. It's completely natural. So, and I make it, I freeze it before I send it. It's fresh. It has no smell. It has no taste. It's amazing.
And it's 100%. That's 100%.
All natural.
Sea moss. All natural.
All
blended. Is it any else?
Soaked with spring water and lemon.
Gotcha.
That's absolutely it. So like for a person who's fasting, who's going to be using it 3 or 4 times a day, replacing meals, you get the gallon. So you have enough to keep yourself full and healthy. For a person, who's just might be taking the average, it depends on how much you take. But either way, I always suggest you finish it within 4 to 6 weeks to make sure it's healthy, because I don't boil it. I don't manipulate the process in any way, because I want you to get it as raw as possible. I want you to get it in your body as the rawest form as possible, because that's how I feel it works the greatest. That's how I enjoy it the most that way. Like, you'll instantly feel that burst of energy. Like,
right. So now, and do you recommend, or is it okay to take those like the sea moss and blend it with like Corello, spirulina, and other things like that, fruits?
You better use all your yes. Create your own magic.
Create your own magic cake.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Discover all the plants and herbs that work best for you, depending on what you feel you need.
Wow.
Yes. I personally, I mix it with Damiana tea, and I also sell that on my website, because Damiana tea helped me the most with my hormones, my menstrual cycle, my mood swings, my depression, my anxiety. It's amazing. So that was one of the products I was like, okay, I need this, so yes, it is. I suggest completely people figure out how many wonderful, amazing herbs and spices there are that will absolutely substitute those prescriptions and bring you back to vitality, and you'll wake up younger and more beautiful every day.
Wow. Absolutely.
So I absolutely suggest that, yes.
That's absolutely great. Let everybody know again, please, where they can buy it, your social media, and all that great stuff.
So I'm just gonna, so they can kind of see my logo.
Love it. That's beautiful.
So you're gonna go to newparadisenaturals.com. And you're gonna click on our viewer catalog, and you're gonna be able to see there. I also make other products out of the sea moss. So I used to use Aztec clay. It didn't work for me that well. My skin was another reason why I started this sea moss. My skin was wow. It's to have bad skin every day is a depressing.
Yeah. Your skin's beautiful.
Now, this thanks to moss, and it's still coming back but what compared to what it was, so I started mixing the sea moss with the Aztec clay, and it cleared my skin up amazing. And I started also making a serum. So I also use the sea moss to make other products for, to look younger and feel better and kind
So
of
you also offer a clay for your skin. You have that. Nice.
Clay all over your body. It's amazing.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So newparadisenaturals.com.
Okay.
Where you can find my products.
newparadisenaturals.com, people. newparadisenaturals.com. Look at the bottom of the screen. It's right there. We have told you about the benefits today of sea moss and all that it can do to bring your health back and your skin back. So what an RICA HAVANA. This is the sea moss queen now.
Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, I feel blessed that things happened the way that they did. I mean, it's unfortunate, but the more things started to evolve in 2020, the more at first I was like, nobody's gonna listen to me, and nobody did. I mean, nobody wanted to hear about what I was saying, but I kept going, and then eventually the times got to where it got really popular. But I've already been doing this for 2 years, and so it's just a blessing to see that, finally it's like, okay, well, it sucks the circumstances and that it happened, but it's so important for people to wake up and realize how powerful we are, how amazing your body is, and how endless your health, wellness, and abundance can be if you just get back to nature, get back to yourself, center yourself, and just kind of stop putting things into it. Give it a break, put some good things, herbs, spices into it, and just kind of let your body show you how strong and powerful you are. You can heal, you can come back from anything.
Now, real quick, are you a meat eater? Do you eat any meats?
I don't really do meat. I don't red meat. Me and red meat broke up for good. I had an experience at Cheesecake Factory, and I think that's probably why my skin even happened. Red meat, no. I still, have a problem turning down seafood. Which I don't know. I'm not that grossed out by it yet. But definitely I try to practice an 80-20 rule no matter what my life decisions are at the time. I try not to overthink or be a radical or be too hard on myself or others, but I just know that every day I take my sea moss, and every day I try to make good decisions and do the best I can. And that's all I want for my bloomers.
This is great. Well, we're definitely going to have you back. Thank you so much, RICA, for joining us today.
It was a pleasure.
Awesome. This has been awesome. We're going to bring you back to talk about some more health stuff in the future, okay?
I'd love to anytime.
Everybody, thank you for joining us today right here on Plushwork TV with myself, Mike Lee, and RICA HAVANA. Remember, newparadisenaturals.com. We'll see you guys next time.